I like the way Molly May brings my dinner in and Anthony's dinner and Lily's dinner. I think that's brilliant because it's a little bit of independence.
We're interested in parents having a chance to practice telling their children what to do and being successful.
Sausage pie, please, for the babies. Okay, thank you.
You've got to make things. So, do you want me to open it for you? Just make something. Use your imagination.
The most important part of the programme is one-to-one. The Year 3 child would go and spend 15 minutes with one of their parents. In parenting programmes, it's the one consistent part in all the programmes. It's about making a connection with an adult. We provide a box of ordinary everyday objects, pegs, plasticine, so that parents can actually use that as a medium of following the child's lead, of playing with their children, of spending 15 minutes of child-focused time.
I'm going to make a body for my one.
You want to do one? Oh no!
I'm helping you.
I wanted to do that.
She's getting older now and she's clamming up a little bit more about feelings and what's going on at school and what, and stuff like that. So it's given me that time to spend with her and just have a little discussions like that, really.
So what could it be?
A big chicken.
Yeah, very good. I don't know, he's just more calm. Because he's always been like, if you're sitting there watching the telly, you go, bleh, and make like stupid noises, or like, he'd stand there and watch it and then he'd kick something, and now he just like, dead interesting and you want to sit there and wait till the end, till he finishes and that. So he has gone really good. I don't know if it's just an age thing that he's just getting out of it or what. But I think fast has really helped us, because it's like bonded me and him, because I think we're two of alike, you see. So sometimes we clash, when he's and then I shout and he's like, Mum, stop it, and we just clash, I think, sometimes.
You can take that home.
What is it?
Like a little drumstick.
No. Look what it is, look. See this? It's like a washing line, look.
Cheeky.
And this is a peg, like this, 2 different pegs.
The activities are very repetitive, very routine, just like good classrooms are, where the children know what happens next. Now we're going to do a drawing game. Now we're going to do a feeling charades cards game. So we embed the turn-taking sequences into the family activities. And every child feels heard because they get a turn to speak. And every child has a chance to listen to others, and they know they're going to be heard by their parent. And all those things are happening. And teachers love that because they want the students to know how to take turns, know how to listen to others, know how to speak about their own thoughts. So we're practicing all those things.
I'm stressed, I'm like, what am I going to get told today?
That's what I
That I won't be able to concentrate on the course, I'd be so much like, what I'm going to be told.
I'm more like, pick them up, and as soon as I go to that school, I feel like killing them all on the way down to school. Like 1 week, Sonia was getting upset saying she couldn't cope with Joshua and stuff, and like everyone was saying you're not on your own, and we were talking our group, the different stuff that we could do, and saying, trying to cheer her up and all that, and she was awful upset. And then the week after that, Paul had come in and was upset about Molly May and stuff. Yeah, we were just all opening up and that.
Well, that might be a good idea to get somebody in for that then, mightn't it?
You bring a group of people together and you say to them, this is your opportunity to express yourself, whether it's about what's happening in your family, what happens in Liverpool, what happens in the local community, what happens in this school. As people find their voices, they'll take that opportunity.
You've just got to watch. No one's watching you because they'll be back to this school.
Yeah, but hang on, Julie, you will get that anyway, won't you?
But they are going back to the school, and it's got nothing else to do with anyone else what you do with your kids. Do you see what I mean?
teachers have to get involved, because if they don't get involved and something is happening to that kid, your question, you could lose your job.
I think a lot of the time people don't want to access professional help, and there's a whole load of myths around whether people are being judged.
You try your best to look after your kids, but then like to say, oh, I can't look after Molly, or I can't cope, you feel like you're judged.
Yeah, you feel like you're doing like...
Do you know what I mean? To say, oh, I can't cope with Molly May, it's just like social services, take it off you. That's the most frightening thing, because if you can't cope with a child, obviously it's going to be took away.
Like, we had a meeting in FAST and stuff, and like everyone spoke about it and all. I said I weren't going to come back.
To say what you've got to say, but when you're saying something, it's not saying you can't. It's like you can't trust them anymore.
And it's a shame, because I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it loads, yeah.
I like going to the FAST because I like to meet new people.
I feel that I work with the school anyway. That's why I came into FAST, which like betters the relationship between the school and the family.
It's given me that confidence to do something in my life, instead of sitting there and not doing nothing at all, and talking to people, talking to other people.
Yeah, because kids can't play out these days, can they? No, I don't mind
I'm constantly with my children, I'm my husband all the time, and I'm not with people my own age.
So what are you doing? FAST family? But I feel a bit isolated still in that FAST. I don't know why, I just feel really isolated. I can't understand why, when there's a group full of people. It's when you're doing the little family activities, it is. Because I wish there was like obviously more people there, but it's not just me and the two kids, isn't it?
Yeah. No one comes to me. No one comes to me at all. Do you know what I mean? I'd like it if like friends and that from school and come and sit with me and have a cup of coffee like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm moving soon.
Well, I don't know where you live.
No one comes in my house, no one at all. I think the only people that have been in my house in that school is Paula. No one else comes in.
Paula's been to mine.
As I suggested though, you know, like us, now we should like catch up on little gossip and all things like that.
Everyone's having a ball, and then like all this has happened, but now I'll just be sat there in silence, and I won't be saying this, or I will not be saying nothing.
They were protecting that mum because already that community's forming.
Yeah.
So you can't, now I'm not being funny, but if they'd have all walked away from her, FAST would have been failing.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but FAST wasn't. FAST was getting them. Even though they had the wrong end of the stick, it doesn't matter. They seen her upset and they were protecting her.
Already, because when she wanted to leave, there was two mums who were leaving with her so she wouldn't be upset while she was walking home. I thought that was lovely.
That's it, isn't it? It's like a bit, and because she's had other parents and things getting mixed up, the roller coaster has not just been a little one, it's been a huge one.
And she needs to get she needs to get our confidence. We need to get her confidence back with us as a team.
And you won't be long. I'm going to do the graduation hats during school time because I'm not here next week. Oh yeah, well,
because we've got to go to Kate at 5. I'll just do whatever you want me to do.
I don't know, because I was a bit unsure about whether anyone would come back tonight. I thought I might be the only parent back here, but speaking to everyone else is coming back tonight, so I'm quite pleased with that. Because I know the families who had issues last week, they were really, really enjoying it. So it would have been a shame for them to leave.
It wasn't us just actually saying, yeah, we can't cope with what's going off with our kids at the moment. Somebody else in authority was actually turning around and saying, right, well, we can do this to help you.
Yeah.
I think because we all opened up last week, that we're not going to be so worried about what our kids are doing.
I did feel like...
You know, when they're running off or they won't do as you tell them and things like that. we're not going to be so panicked up about telling them off.
No, true.
You know what I mean? We're going to be more relaxed about it, knowing that everybody else is going through the same with their kids.
They did sort of come round in the end, you know, it was like oh, is everything going to be all right tonight? And I'm like, oh yeah, fast is going on as normal.
Once things were explained, you did a brilliant job last night of explaining, and then you know you've got them all back together again. You know what I mean, don't you?
I said to Jan, I said, I feel dead guilty because she's just doing her job and all that. She weren't being funny with me or not, and she was just doing her job. I said, and it's all just being blow out. She was talking to me and all, and I said, I'll come back, I really like you and Jordan, and should I do pee with Jordan? I really got to know him, his little character and all that, she says. So I was talking, I went, since I have started to fast, Jordan's come on a lot better in school, like the time when I was cooking, he would say, Mummy, you working here, you cooking our dinner and stuff, and I think, because he knows since the fast, there was nothing for me to do in the school, but since I've been doing the fast, I'm joining in with people and the families now. He likes it more, so I don't know if that's why he's being good, I don't know.
Because she even said to me, she said, you know, Jen, my children have loved it. And I've said, well, you know, just give us another try and see, you know, come next week, come the week after and just see, and we will build bridges with you.
Because you get like that. There's nothing in interacting with the fantastic group of parents who I've been involved with over the last 4 or 5 weeks that I wouldn't expect if I or you or any of us got together with a group of friends. We have different views, we have different attitudes. If we express those, sometimes people are going to be put off by them, but if we stick together and manage that well, and that's what I've witnessed here, is people want to find a way through that.
The data evidence tells us that, you know, lots of the children, their attendance improved, their punctuality improved, their relationships with school, the family's relationship with school improved. Because we had greater knowledge of the families, that helped the relationship, you know, and we were able to support the families better, and then families were able to give more information to us. From my point of view, you know, I'm really enthusiastic about it. It's got a huge potential, and that's why we're going to continue on a rolling programme, really.
1, 2, 3. Hello, it's family. Hello, first family.
And our demi's starting the 8th of February. So she's got to meet her teachers, and they all know her name, the teachers and all that. So she's made up as well to start, instead of like just throwing it in the deep end in the school.
The parents don't judge us. Like if I've got a problem, one of the mums will come up to me and say, you're all right.
Hello, fast family.
But I was in a bad place last week, and I feel like I'm in a bad place at the moment. But I'm trying my best to bring myself out of it again, because I don't want happy pills to make me feel happy. I want to be happy on my own accord, do you know what I mean?
Hello, fast family.
Joshua's told me I've got to make my chicken korma and rice.
Love that.